Yo, what's up guys, welcome back another YgoPro duel video. New Subterror cards are finally revealed, they are on YgoPro, so let's start testing them out. But to support 4 new cards by the way, so the second wave of support, and it could have been better. A few good effects, but still the core problem of the deck of your Subterrors, there are flip effects, and you know it's like 2016, and they were really slow, but they got like the trap card which protects your flip effect monsters face down, but still, the deck misses something. But let's take a quick look at the new cards first and then a few example games. The first new monster here is Mafus, how you pronounce it. The first one here is level 12 one, and it's like a huge beat stick, 3000 attack, 1800 defense. But when this beast is flipped face up, all your opponent's monsters, or at least all face up monsters on the field, are flipped face down, which is okay. Immediately like setting up your second new card, which is Kraken. Kraken, when it's flipped face up, you can pop at least you can target set cards on the field equal to the number of Subterror behemoth monsters you control and destroy them. So both back rows and face down monsters you can pop with your Kraken's effect. And it's level 5, so that's also something to keep in mind for a possible rank 5 exceed play if you play that option. The third monster here is level 3 one, which is one of the better ones here of course, which is Archer. And Archer has like that Aaron Monk effect of, you know, of Light Sworns, that when it attacks a face down defense position monster, you can send that monster back to the deck. But a small restriction is that you need to control another Subterror monster on your side of the field. Its second effect is most important here in the deck is that when your Archer is destroyed, either by battle or by card effect, it doesn't really matter, you can special summon a Subterror monster from your deck. So immediately triggering these big beast Subterror monsters to get them on the field, use their effect, special summon the bigger guys from your hand. And that's one of the reasons why I'm playing the Sky Iris in my main deck, searchable off of your terraforming of course, and yeah, maxing out due to your hidden city, your Subterror field spell. But Sky Iris does trigger your Archer to special summon a bigger Subterror monster from your deck, and it also searches out your Odd Eyes Fusion, currently the only target here in the deck. So the minor downside is it's like the same if you're playing Cosmos and you're playing the Fire King build. You know, you don't want to draw your Garonix, your chicken, and it's the same with this. Okay, you can do some nice nifty plays with your Sky Iris and your Archer, but if you draw your Odd Eyes Fusion, it's not really too optimal, right? But still in the testings, it's okay. People are also playing like Metal Foes with Subterrors, but I don't really like that idea too much. And then the last card is a trap card, which has 3 separate effects. Its first effect, you can activate just as a regular trap card to banish 1 Subterror monster from your grave, and then for the rest of the turn, face down monsters on your side of the field are protected by your opponent's card effects. Well, yeah, they cannot be destroyed, and your opponent cannot target them with card effects. And if your borrowing would be destroyed by something like Twin Twister, you can search any Subterror monster and add it to your hand. And its third effect is a graveyard effect. You can banish it to put 1 Subterror monster you control to face down defense positions. So a very good card, definitely. But again, it's a trap card, it's very slow, and in general your Subterror monsters are kinda slow. But yeah, let's see a few example games. Right, first tool and playtest against ABC, so immediately a good deck, top tier deck like ABC's, and I get to start. So I have that lovely combination of Sky Iris and my Archer, so immediately searching any Subterror monster, and yeah, special summon it. You can choose in like face up attack position and then use the effect of your behemoths, you know, special summon them to your side of the field, and also have that Odd Eyes Fusion and the Speedroid Terratop in my hand. Yeah, still playing the Speedroid, since as you will see in the video or in the duels, the deck still suffers from a big weakness. You know, flip effects are very slow, so if you're playing against a good deck like for example ABC's, your opponent has an easy time to get rid of your face down monsters without even triggering them. So you need to rely on other engines like for example the Speedroids, Instant Fusion for Northern for example, again to give the deck a bigger boost. So that's why the Speedroids, for example, are still in this deck. You need those extra engine. And same with the Prediction Princess. I'm not a huge fan of the Ritual, Ritual in general in this deck, since you know you can have like that Prediction Princess Tarot Tray dead in your hand, or the Ritual spell dead in your hand. Pre-Preparation of Rites is of course a very good card, but still it adds more dead cards to the deck. And but then again, the advantage of your Prediction Princess is that you can immediately get those dead high-level behemoth monsters out of your hand, set them up in your grave to later reborn them with your Tarot Tray. So that's still the advantage your Ritual monster has. Second game, I get to start and immediately go for Speedroid Terror Top. You know the shenanigans of Invoker, and this is like basically the best opening hand you can have, right? With your Terror Top into Nemesis, the Tarot Tray to reborn any flip monster from your grave, use the effect of your Stalagmo. And thanks to your Nemesis, you can set up your Strix. You know, the guy that banishes monsters from your opponent. So this is an okay field, okay? I'm backed up with a field spell and also have Dimension Barrier, which is kinda crucial. Cards I'd like to add in the main deck are something like Breakthrough Skill, since again, the Subterror monsters are really slow, flip effect monsters, so they need time to get their effect off. So you need to play some back row or some form of protection to protect them against your opponent's effects, like their monster effects or Raigeki or whatever. Their new trap card is okay, but still it's slow and it's very restrictive. But in this game it all worked out fine. I was able to use Nemesis both, I think, to bypass the Solemn Strike, so very important. Third game, the opponent gets a start, and that's an okay start. I think the Twin Twister set, which is going to save him in a few moments. Use the Sky Iris again to pop my own Archer to get Search, but the opponent does have Mexi, so I have to change my plans. Go for that Strix again to banish one monster from my opponent's Essential Hidden City. I would have been able to like flip it face up to banish his monster, but he did have the Twin Twister, so that kind of blows. And now my hand isn't really too great. Again, that useless Ritual monster in my hand. The Stalagmo is also useless in my hand, so that's still one of the biggest weaknesses of this deck, is that, okay, your monsters need other engines to work, like for example your Nemesis. If you like open with Nemesis, normal summon your Nemesis, Nemesis doesn't really do anything. You need other monsters to tribute, you know, to get your engine going. Same with your Archer, for example. Okay, when Archer is destroyed, you can get your engine going, but you need something like to destroy your Archer, right? You can just wait, but then you're playing the waiting game, so you're giving your opponent time to set up, to establish a field, and you have to combat that field with your Subterror monsters or with your power plays, and that's where the core problem of this deck still lies. It's really slow, and you need time to establish a field. Anyway, Dimension Barrier preventing his Black Cluster from going off, and full hand. He does go for Direwolf, maybe Castell would have been a better play, maybe Direwolf to trigger the field spell, not really sure why. Anyway, I still have my Strix, and here is where I can play around the Strike, so with the Strix on Chainlink 1, Nemesis on Chainlink 2, then go for damage, and here is where I maybe make a mistake. My plan here was to, again, go for Strix, use its effect to put it face down, and then of course special summon the other Subterror monsters from my hand, but I should have known it was a Strike, so just should have put my Strix face down and leave Nemesis Warrior on my side of the field. But top deck into Instant Fusion, and I was like, just go for it, tribute both monsters for my Stalagmo and attack for game. If the opponent would have survived here, just put my Stalagmo face down and special summon the level 12 Subterror to my side of the field. So this is currently the deck list. Feel free to leave suggestions. The Sky Iris card combo, well, if I can call it a combo, is still testing. I might cut it and add in multiple Instant Fusions as well. Needle Sealing is also something I want to try out. Again, dealing with established fields is something the deck needs. Raigeki could be decent in this as well. I'm not playing Pot of Taboos and the Coin Norma, since again, okay, it's all cute if you can get your Pot of Taboos quote-unquote lock, but it doesn't solve the core problem of this deck, having more dead monsters, high-level monsters in your hand, like Pot of Taboos, for example. again, it's not needed. You're not getting any value out of this. Benten, Cyber Angel Benten could be good since your archer, your Subterror archer, is a fairy type, so you can search it out off of your Benten if you use Benten for the ritual summon. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.